Hi, I'm Lane. Welcome to my channel, and apologies for the rustling in the background. Hold on, let's see if I can show you him. Little kitty cat has found the bubble wrap, and cats seem to really like bubble wrap for some reason. I'm trying to get myself sorted. So, usually I do a monthly update on tea and things like that, and I am going to do an update on tea in this video. I think I should get it out of the way first, though, actually, if I do that. Otherwise, it would just drive me mad. Right. So, I was a week late getting my tea last month. For those who don't know, I'm on libido. I get it roughly 10.5 weeks. Which is, they think is my sweet spot, but my usual doctor, he couldn't do the new date, so I went to see someone else, and I found out things that I didn't know, because my other doctor hadn't told me a single thing, as per usual. Why is it with me? People don't tell me things until I, find out from someone else, and I'm like, huh, interesting. I'll tell you what I found out. I found out that even though I am 2 years and 3 months on tea, which is 27 months. Yeah, 27 months on tea. Nearly 28 this month will be my 28th. And I found out that in those 28 months of certain testosterone, my T levels have never been in the normal range. They have been a lot lower than what they were supposed to be, which annoys me. Because you would think after 2 years at least, someone would have noticed that and would have done something to correct the problem. So, not only am I not in the normal range, but I am actually lower. I'm 9 and I need to be in the 12 or something. So I was like, I don't know that. Let me know. And then the person I saw, she turned around and she said to me, we're going to see if we can get your GP surgery to administer your libido for you instead of coming to the hospital and once a month do blood tests. Turns out, I wasn't having my yearly blood tests either. And before you ask, yes, this doctor that I was seeing was in the hospital as a doctor, and he was not doing my blood. He was doing my bloods every single time I got a shot, but he wasn't doing my full bloods like he should have done. So now I'm sitting here, I was sitting there in that time kind of going, oh no, what if I got a severe immune disease, or what if there's something seriously wrong with me and they have not found out and it's too late. When they find out, it's like, oh, we're so sorry, it's too late to do anything. So I was like, so next time I go see them, which will be next month on the 31st of May, I will be getting my full bloods done, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with needles, I'm fine with injections, I'm fine with blood tests, I'm fine with IV drips. I've got tattoos, I'm fine with tattoo needles. I've got piercings, I'm fine with piercing needles. The one thing I am not fine with is the fact that my veins in my body do not like to give up the holy juice, which is my blood. It's like they know there's a needle coming, and they kind of go, yoink! Nobody's home, stop the blood, there's nothing in me. I'm empty. Yes, I'm empty. So, even though I drink plenty before I go in, and even though I eat before I go in, I still have veins that hate me. To the point that when I went for my top surgery, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the anaesthetist, when I was down there about to go in for the surgery, he was like, right, I'll aim for your right arm, but if I can't hit your right arm, I'll go for the left with the IV, with the IV thing. And I was like, yeah, sure. And then he looked at my veins in my right arm and he goes, huh, I see your left arm. So he saw my left arm and he goes, huh. And I'm like, huh? I don't like the sound of huh when I'm going in for the surgery that's going to be at least 2 hours long. And he goes, do you know you've got weird veins? And I was like, Uh, yes and no. I mean, I know it's a pain in the backside to get blood out of me, but I didn't know I had weird veins. So there we go. I have weird veins according to an anaesthetist. Love that stuff for me. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about um, my tea. Yeah, so if my GP is willing to do it, I will get a shot at my GP. And because I spent a week later, longer than I should have, I went in for 11 weeks instead of 10 and a half. The person said, like, because how my mood was and everything, she goes, and because of how low my T levels are, they're now doing it every 9 weeks, which is 3 weeks earlier than like the maximum. Like, it's usually 12 weeks, but then you have to find your sweet spot. And they thought it was 10 and a half weeks, and it turns out 10 and a half weeks is still too long to go without tea because my tea levels are low. So it's now 9 weeks. So fingers crossed, if they manage to get it working, if they manage to find the sweet spot at 9 weeks, it'll be every 9 weeks. Thing is, the reason they want to take me to they want me to go to my GP for everything is simply because they have got such a large amount of people on a waiting list for hormones and things. So if they can put some of us onto our local GPs or a GP that's near us that we can go to for it, then it takes the stress and the strain of the hospital, which I completely understand. Because for me to get from where I live to the hospital takes 2 buses, and it takes round about 15 minutes journey time just to get there on the 2 buses. It takes a lot longer journey time because it's like 45 minutes from where I live to my local city, and then it's like a 30-minute wait until the bus from there, and then I have to get there at a certain time, and buses are a pain in the backside because I can drive. Before anyone asks, can you drive? Can you drive? Can you drive? Yes, I can drive. I can drive an automatic. However, I don't own a car. And I refuse to own a car because a car is expensive to run. Especially in today's economy, it's expensive. And I don't have the kind of disposable income, as I would call it, to own a car. Not only that, I don't have a space outside where I live for a car to be parked. So I rely on public transport, which is a lot cheaper than having to fill up your car all the time you need to fill up your car. And so I would rather just catch the bus. I mean, yes, I could catch a train. There's a train station not far from me, but then that would still mean I'd have to get there and then I'd have to catch a bus to the hospital, and it's just easier for me just to catch 2 buses straight. It's a lot easier. So yeah. So we will see if my GP is the kind that will listen to a hospital or be like, nah, mate, we ain't doing that. I mean, there is a hospital near me. There is a hospital nearer than the one that I go to in Singleton, but I don't think that they do that type of thing there, which makes a lot of sense actually, because if they don't, they don't. But yeah, so it's a game of waiting and seeing. Anyway, we're now in April. We're now in April the 8th, which means I am. Oh, I just realised that I got my stopwatch running. Been running for an hour and I haven't noticed. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, top surgery. Now we're in April. April, May, June, July, August. We are now 8 months post-op. And I'm not good. I would show you my chest, but my chest, like, hold on, let me stand up and show you. Like, it's still pretty gnarly. Like, she's a load of scarring here. And yes, I'm quite hairy. I'm a hairy man. Look. I'm a hairy man. I got hair all over the places. Like, yeah. If you wonder about my nipples, they are still inverted. They were never uninverted when they put on, but it's fine. They don't do anything. Like, there's no risk of anything, so they're fine. I did, when I went for my last tattoo, I did ask about if they do scars, if they tattoo over scars, and the tattoo artist was like, yeah, I'll tattoo over scars. I've had my scars tattooed over and stuff, so I'm okay with it. But it's like, you need to wait for the scars to go white before he can do it, and they're still pretty much pink. But he said, don't use bio oil every single day, use it like every other day, like morning and night, because like, I'm not gonna lie, I have been forgetting to use bio oil. Like my brain would just forget to use it. So, oh, I do apologise. Making that noise. So my scars aren't like, well, they are healed, fully healed, and everything, but they're not like some other people's would be. Also, as you notice, they are quite slightly curved. That's the way that the surgeon I went to does it. And yes, I could have waited and gone to see a different surgeon somewhere. But I came out as trans when I was about, I want to say 19 years old. That's when I like learned what transgender was, and it took me a while to come out to my mother about it. And as I mentioned in some previous videos, it did go well. It went bad, but like the way I came out to her was, I said I don't like my breasts. I shouldn't have had them. They shouldn't be there. I want to get rid of them. Because when I learned about being trans, I also learned that you can have top surgery. Now, granted, I didn't know much about top surgery. All I knew is that the breast could be removed. And I was like, I just want to get rid of them. I just don't want them anymore. So, because I wasn't allowed to transition at 19, like I initially hoped and dreamed and wanted to, it meant that I unfortunately was stuck with them a lot longer than I'd have liked to. So when I was given the option to have them removed, I jumped at the chance, and I was just like, whoever, I don't care what the scars will look like. I just want them gone. I don't want to wake up with them any longer than I absolutely have to. Like I've been wearing a binder for 2 solid years before I had top surgery, and thankfully they weren't too like discoloured, they weren't like too broken or anything. I found out though, going back to what I mentioned about my T levels, because when I went to my top surgery consultation, the consultant was like, your breasts are quite full and firm, and that's not what you expect from people who've been on T for as long as you. And I was like, oh. So that's also an indicator that my T levels went right even then, like, knew and noticed. But, hey ho. These things happen, we learn from them. So yeah. So 8 months post-op. 28 months this month on testosterone. It's kind of hard to believe it, that so much has happened in such a short time. Like, I'm going to work this out now. In a week from today, is it a week from today? 15th? Yeah, a week from today, it had been 3 years since I left a very volatile, abusive household. And it's hard to believe that it's been 3 years. I kid you not, it's hard to believe that it's been that long. It seems longer than it was, but like, it's just crazy. 3 years, and a lot has happened, a lot has changed. I'm still dealing with a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff I'm probably not ever going to get closure from. Ah, boy. What's he done now? It's a cat for you. But yeah. Crazy. And next month, which will be my 33rd birthday, for now, I'll also be going somewhere with some of my friends. We're going to a Pride Festival. And also, it's my 1 year anniversary with my partner next month. That's crazy. That's gone flipping fast. Like, gee whiz. But yeah, I'll leave this here. It's just a little rambling one. I hope everyone's okay. I hope everyone's doing better. Drink plenty of fluids, specifically water. I don't drink water. I don't like the taste of water. But hey, drink fluids, not alcohol. They don't count. What you do? Eat plenty. Go out when it's nice and sunny. Have a little walk. Get some sunshine in your life. Get some melatonin in. Get some vitamin D. You need some vitamin D. And I will see you in the next update. Until then, peace out.